Emma.
Emma, okay.
Yeah, sorry. If you could all introduce a new society or kind of like sports thing within John's, what would it be and why?
Okay, so Jack, would you like to say that?
Yes. First, I'm trying to think. A new society. I think. It's a really horrible question. I don't really know. I mean, I'm open to like any idea of any society. I think in terms of sports, we've pretty much covered everything. I don't know. There might be sports we've missed, but there aren't any I can think of. I have no idea.
I'll just like pick up on the phrase that Emily actually used. We've already got so many. Do we need any more? Yeah, so
But yeah, we probably do. If you can think, have you got one in your head or?
See, I'm a member of the Durham Humour Society, or Hummus, or some people call it.
Right.
And I know there's lots of hummus-loving people in John's. So I think maybe we could use that and bring that into John's, and we can even link it up with the societies we have.
I didn't have that, unfortunately.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Yes. Yeah.
If you could like describe John's sports and societies in 3 words, what would you use?
Adrian, you want to go first?
exciting and all-inclusive.
Okay, Emily.
Inclusive, fun, and amazing.
We usually win.
Very good. Ralph?
So, take this with a bit of pinch of salt because I haven't spoken to a large amount of freshers, but a general gist from what I'm getting from some of my freshers, so college kids, people in sports societies, is that a lot of them are feeling quite intimidated by especially sports right now because they seem very too high level to be enterable. What do you think on this? Do you think that sports society should aim to tend to a lower level at risk of not being elite enough to compete strongly against other colleges, or should college sports and societies remain at a very high competitive level with the result as it of them intimidating freshers and not including as many people as possible?
Well, I think we need to try and advertise it better that you can, because John's is so small, anyone can have a go at any sport that they want to. For example, last year I joined lacrosse. I've always wanted to play. Never played before. Joined John's. Played in my first matches despite being sent off. And now I'm on the Durham Uni lacrosse team. So I think that just shows that I think if you really want to try a sport, you can go for it and you can get far with it in John's.
I think you make a really, really good point that like it seems maybe a bit scary when you get here. Especially the thing about John's is you can do lots of sports. You can be involved in, well, not everything, but pretty much everything. I mean, I'm captain of the John's B football team this year, and we try and be, as a football club anyway, the most inclusive as we can. I mean, our C team this weekend just gone actually lost 12-2, so we do have all levels of like ability, and we try and make sure every fresher who kind of, says they're a little bit interested or even, says a word about football kind of gets a game and gets some time. So I think it is good to kind of make it more open for everybody. I do know what you mean though, it can be quite intimidating. So yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, I'll just add to Jack really. I think there's a place for both really in John's anyway. That I'm captain of table tennis and the cricket, and I certainly try to make sure that I don't play. I see myself as a relatively good player of table tennis. I make sure that I don't play somebody who's just set a ball or trying for the first time, that kind of stuff, because I don't want to scare them at the end of the day. I'm going to be gone in 2 years' time. They'll still be here, so it's up to them. And I try my best really to just really to show my experience, give them some help, until they're at a level where they can play me. Because at the end of the day, it's all about practice anyway. So if you give them enough opportunities to practice, to play, they'll get to that level. They'll catch me up.
Hi, thanks. How would you deal with kind of like conflicts with maybe other organising bodies like Maiden Castle or like, I don't know, Connor with like budgets and things like that? Like, how would you deal with ensuring that sports and societies as well both get the most out of it and representing them in those conflicts?
When you say Maiden Castle, can you be more specific?
like bookings or match fees or when people don't turn up, things like that? When it's a bit unjust.
Well, so how can we kind of bridge the gap between, shouting at them and telling them it's their fault and finding a solution? Is that what you're asking?
That's what I want you to tell me.
That's what you want me to tell you how we do that?
How would you approach that?
Well, hopefully that won't happen because hopefully it will all run really smoothly and there will never be any problems. But if it doesn't, I mean, I think it's just about communication really. If you can be completely honest about what's going on your side and they can on their side, something's gone wrong somewhere, no surprise, but like as long as we can find a solution that's suitable for everyone, certainly with bookings and match fees and stuff, and it is complicated, and I don't really know how I'd handle it until I was there, but hopefully I'd handle it well.
Yeah, and to a certain extent it's all about compromise as well, and perhaps the next time, roles will be reversed and you get the way you want it to be. But it's all about working closely with people like Team Durham. I do have contacts in Team Durham, just saying that. So which could be helpful, but it might also be worth, working with some other Bailey colleges, for example, their college officers to get the result you want, and perhaps it'd be like the Ripped Off campaign, kind of force, potentially if it's kind of the hierarchy of Team Durham sort of doing it, then potentially get them to shift towards colleges.
Yeah, so I think like Jack says, we need to make sure the communication between college sport and Maiden Castle is make sure it's like smooth, and so maybe like Maiden Castle could try and like tell us like clearly at the beginning of each term what sessions they've got able for college sport to hire them out, and things like that, and maybe just communication I think is the key.
Any other questions? Clara?
So across the university, there's a push towards cracking down on drinking socials, so preventing like ridiculous amounts of alcohol, etc. In your role, that might be something that you come up against, and I was just wondering how you would respond to that kind of thing.
This is something that's popped up, especially in the last year. I know the Platinum wrote a very big story about it, and it went all the way to the Team Durham general manager, who wasn't very happy about the claims, but it's certainly an issue, and it's something which I think would need to be investigated that occurred, and it was something that I think you'd have to work very closely with, such as the president himself, to work out if that's happened, and if so, what kind of limits you enforce and impose, because it shouldn't be happening if that's happening.
Yeah, it's definitely clear like that is an issue with some sports and societies. I think we should, when you join up to the club, you should make it clear that no one's forced to do anything. And I don't know about anyone else, but I'm a big lover for brunch, so we should organise having some brunch stations or something. So maybe like organise afternoon tea, brunch, so it's all inclusive, everyone can join these societies and not feel left out.
Yeah, I think you raised a really good point. There's a lot of clubs, well not a lot of clubs, but specific clubs that aren't maybe the best for drinking. Being part of a darts club myself, I know we have caused problems in the past, and I know that it can go too far. I mean, taking from last year, the whole of Castle got banned from playing football after a social where they were drinking too much, and then it went too far. I think even that's a message for all of the clubs in Johns is so obvious. I mean, just don't be stupid, be responsible, and yeah, I think I would be able to handle it if something like that did come up.
Okay, are there any other questions?
What would you do to encourage more postgrads and members of Cranmer to join sports teams and societies?
Well, we should definitely use social media to this. I'm guessing there's some postgrads and Cranmer people Facebook pages, so you advertise that. And as I said, with Cranmer students, I think they should create like John's Cranmer student sports days. I think that'd be really fun. Maybe even like a postgrad versus undergraduate day, and I think just like advertise it even more on social media, and just make it clear that everyone can join, whatever year they're in.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I think the Cranmer kind of sports day idea that you touched on was a really good idea. I also think we do have a lot of Cranmer people that do get involved already. we do have a lot of Cranmer people that are involved in all clubs, involved in sports, and kind of get in touch and say, I want to do this, I want to do that, which is really good. But then there's also going to be some that maybe don't know they can get involved, or aren't aware of it. So I think it's just about advertising, and I mean, we're not selling anything, but it's like advertising and putting up posters and saying that we're welcome to have as many people as we can. In some teams, we certainly need extra people. So yeah, I think just communication and making sure everyone's aware that they're more than welcome to join in.
Yeah, and definitely from my perspective, I would definitely look a few more players in my cricket team, and that's a certain, especially in some months. And I think it was actually this year where we had a Cranmer versus St John's cricket match, undergraduates versus Cranmer, and we've barely got enough for one team, never mind having them play against each other. So it's definitely something we should look into doing, and it's something that we'd definitely get around on social media, put them on the notice boards in college, and make people just aware that this can happen. And the same with postgraduates too. We're always willing to have more people on board, whatever your level.
Okay, so I think unless anyone's got a burning question,